Hey everyone, my name is Dan and this is my 2016 Ford Focus ST. I've recently upgraded the turbo to a Garrett or a ATP GTX2867R turbo and have taken out the factory KO3 Ford turbo and put that beast in. And I guess the one thing you really want to be careful of is to make sure you follow the directions. Download the PDF. That's what I would recommend instead of using the videos on YouTube. The videos on YouTube are great for checking where the vacuum lines go and other little things like sheathing on the coolant in and out return lines. I did add some sheathing to that. But for the most part, it was a nightmare, honestly. And you just really want to take your time, making sure that everything's clean when you're putting the NPT fittings on, along with the crush washers. You want to make sure that everything's clean. So on my car, I have the Takeda cold air intake. I've got my blow-off valve down there. It's a Boomba. I put that on the cold air charge side later on after finding out I would need that. So I removed it from the factory turbo. Used some RTV silicone to seal it in, and it's actually working. And I still use the vacuum line return from the factory line. Now, from what I understand, that you can use this Composer vacuum line, but for now, I'm gonna wait until I get this thing tuned. I don't have it tuned yet, but anyway, so Takeda cold air intake. I've got the Mishimoto intercooler, and that's a beast. Of course, I've got the Cobb access port in there, and that's a big help. And I've got the Flowmaster catback. To me, that's the best catback you can get for this thing. It just sounds insane. So no issues that have come up, other than I had a camshaft position sensor go off, and that was because when I had to cover off and I was going behind here, it accidentally unplugged the connector. So that was not a big deal. I knew where it was at, and so basically it was just a matter of plugging it back in. And from what I understand, tuners are like, oh, be careful with the boost and all that stuff, but as long as I got that guy in there, the boost is protected. It is working. I just need to get it dialed in. Other than that, I've got about $6,000 worth of upgrades on this car, and it's pretty stock. I don't really want to go crazy with it, other than a few trim pieces that I've put on it. It is definitely a beast now. Even before the tune, it gets a little crazy. So I just want to show everyone the car, and just use some caution when you're putting that turbo in. Other than that, I don't really. I mean, I do have the rigid mount engine mount for it. It's a fake Cobb or whatever. I mean, they're pretty much all the same. Just take your time with the install. It took me 5 days because I had a week off at work, and I was kind of just doing a little bit at a time. That is for my my amps and everything that I've got in the car. I do have quite a bit of power in here as far as the system goes. So you can check it out. I've got JBLs in an old blow pump box, and then I've got some Eclipse old school amps in here, roughly about 1,300 watts, and components in the doors. That is a must for anyone. Check it out on eBay, the license plate trim ring, and of course the rim trim, which is nice. add some flavor to it. But for the most part, it's mostly stock on the outside. I'm not going to go all boy toy crazy with it and adding crap to the tires and everything else. But I can definitely tell you the things that I've put on here have made such an improvement in power gains. It's ridiculous. The tires that I've got on here, I bought this car brand new in 2016, and I've gone through, this is my 4th set of tires on here, just because I rip it. These are actually Amazon tires for Sims. They were like $400 out the door, balance and everything else. I think they were like $300 on Amazon. So far, they're pretty decent, actually, a lot of grip. But I just got tired of spending, you know, $800. The last set I spent $800 on some Michelin Pilot Sports, and they sucked. I've gone through those with every set I've had. I've gone through, I would say, within 6 months. So again, this is the 4th set I've had. As you know, being an ST owner, these are insane cars, and they definitely play the part. I mean, you cannot go wrong with an ST. The hell with the imports. This guy really does the trick. And so the next thing I've got going on is are these guys. These are Deutschwerks fuel injectors. Those are going in next, and then obviously I'm going to get those put in before I do the tune. So far, I haven't had any issues with the turbo add-on, and I just can't wait to see what happens next after the tune to see what this guy is going to put out. I definitely noticed a difference on, I've got the 0.86 radius turbo. I didn't go with the 64, which is very common for most people. But that's okay. I didn't want my power coming on the low end. I wanted it for the top end. And you'll look for that video next. Once it's tuned, I'll post that video. But for now, you know, like I said, because I'm still paying for the car, it's only got 66,000 miles on it. And I just can't wait to see what the final outcome is. Hopefully I won't blow the motor. But if anyone knows, the STs are just a fun car. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.